All right, it's about 4:02 p.m. here in the capital. Welcome to News Now, where we tell you all the stories that are making headlines right now, and it starts now with the highlights.
The highlights. Acting Inspector General Gilbert Masengeli has defended the withdrawal of Justice Mugambi's security detail, stating that the officers were recalled for training and will be replaced.
Implementation process, also change of teams. They were not recalled that he remained without security. They were replaced.
Also, transport along Magadi Road in Ongata Rongai, Kajiado County, brought to a standstill as Multimedia University students staged protests disrupting movement in the area. And Nyamira Governor Amos Nyaribo survives another impeachment attempt as members of the county assembly failed to reach the required threshold of 23 votes needed to oust him.
Welcome once again to this live broadcast. My name is Hibak Said. To start us off, the removal of Justice Lawrence Mugambi's security detail has been defended by Acting Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli, who cited his authority to carry out the mandate, highlighting that the concerned personnel were recalled for training, avoiding journalists' questions on why he defied court's orders. The convicted did explain that the officers were needed for VIP security training, as measures had been put in place to ensure Justice Mugambi's security was not compromised.
The allocation by the Judicial Service Commission yesterday that the security details assigned to the Honorable Justice Mugambi has been thrown to intimidate the charge. We wish to clarify that allocation were ill-intended. The National Police Service plays a critical role in the national security of our country. Consequently, the independent command and control of police is vested in the Inspector General. Other than the CS Interior that may give policy direction to the IG, no person may give direction to the IG with respect to the employment, assignment, promotion, suspension or dismissal of any member of the National Police Service in accordance with Article 245(4), Section C of the Constitution.
On the same note, human rights group Haki Africa is calling for the immediate reinstatement of the security detail for Justice Lawrence Mugambi that was allegedly withdrawn after he sentenced the Acting Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli to 6 months in prison for contempt of court. Haki Africa Rapid Response Officer Matthias Shipeta says that disarming and withdrawal of his security is not only a violation of judicial independence, but also undermining the rule of law and constitutionalism. In the same time, he has called on the Acting Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli to comply with the court order and present himself before the court.
Tungependa kuchukua fursa hii kulani na kukemea vikali hatua ambayo imechukuliwa na National Police Service ya ku withdraw wale security personnel wa Justice Mugambi. Tunasema kitendo hicho ni kinyume na maadili yale ambayo tumeweka katika katiba yetu, hasa Article 10 ya katiba, zile national values and principle of governance.
Huyu Masengeli anavunja sheria na yeye ndio mtu wa kulinda sheria hiyo. Ni picha mbaya inaletwa na Acting IG. Kenya ni nchi ambayo ina viongozi wake na katiba yake na sheria zake. Kwa hivyo Masengeli, comply or else the citizens will come for you.
Right. Multimedia University students earlier today held a demonstration due to various issues plaguing, the school, including water shortage, a lack of Wi-Fi, poor drainage, and substandard hostels. Police officers were deployed at the university where they lobbed tear gas on the protesting students. Elsewhere, students from the Kabete National Polytechnic earlier today blocked Waiyaki Way to demonstrate against the school's administration. According to the students, they are demonstrating against fees increment and what they said was poor management of the institution by the administration.
Principal na deputy wake waende. Another issue, ministry ikuje.
We are giving them only today. We want water by today evening. Maranga must go.
We expect power.
Today we extend peace with water. Today we extend peace with electricity. Today we extend peace with Wi-Fi. Power.
Now, Mount Kenya University Mombasa campus has today been the host for the Pwani Innovation Week, themed interdisciplinary innovation collaborating fields with technology, organized by different networks including Ajira, a government initiative that focuses on empowering the youth with digital skills while connecting them with online job opportunities. Now, the university, which has been equipping its students with resources and guidance, has vowed to extend its support by helping these students transition from learning to real-world applications by connecting them with potential customers. Ian Gishuki from the university has created a prototype to a website that connects clients with lawyers, noting that many Kenyans lack legal representation, which often leads to injustice. The team will showcase their innovation during the Pwani Innovations Week celebrations at the Swahili Port Hub.
Mount Kenya University, we are not left behind in ensuring that we promote Kenyan academic programs and also the socio-economic development in Kenya at large. And these presentations were very, very impactful to the society in ensuring that they're able to address the practical problems facing. They've come up with solutions. We've seen a student with a solution on plastic waste in ensuring that we have more clean environment. We've seen a student ensuring that they're able to ensure that people in Kenya that are marginalized can be able to access professional services, e.g. legal services. And this has really made us proud as a university, and we aspire and endeavor to ensure that we'll continue promoting research and innovation.
And we are very happy because most of this innovation are empowering the students in coping up with the major challenges we have in the current market in terms of youth employment and other innovations that we need probably to come and address the major challenges that we have. And here we support them, and we also offer a hub through the various partnerships that we have from the partners we had here today.
And I developed my wakili since I saw that a lot of people had a problem coming all the way to the office to make an appointment just to go back home and come back on another day for the appointment. So I made this to answer that, to solve that issue so that people can just make appointments from the comfort of their own homes and as many appointments as they need, and actually find reputable lawyers, somebody they can trust, somebody that they know, somebody who has been rated by other clients and even other practitioners in the legal field.
Ndipo leo tumekuja hapa ili kupeana fursa kwa vijana waweze kutumia opportunities hizi kujiendeleza na masomo yao, kusoma na ili wapate ujuzi ya kuendelesha wakati wanatafuta ajira hapa Kenya.
Just days after the majority leader of the Nakuru County Assembly, Alex Langat, was ousted by UDA-aligned ward representatives, the leader has been reinstated to resume his duties. The announcement was made by the Speaker of the Nakuru County Assembly, Joel Karuri, during a meeting held on Tuesday. Langat had been removed from office over allegations of poor leadership and neglecting his responsibilities in the Assembly.
Today, our parliament, our small parliament here, has been able to do a reversal and a reinstatement of office of the leader of a majority following the law. Because what had transpired in the course of last week was just what you call political gymnastics, whereby a pronunciation was made over the maize in the House without any due diligence being followed, without any procedure at all. And the people who are propelling this were hell-bent just to ensure that they can be able to destabilize this assembly. So for today, the leader of majority, which is me, is reinstated officially back, as we also continue to follow the due diligence so that such a mistake cannot actually be repeated again in the future. So we are back in the office and we continue serving as the leader of majority until when we shall, or when the party shall be able to actually decide otherwise. We will not allow disability of this great county just by a few minds who are hell-bent with a lot of external forces that are actually influencing their minds to be able to make decisions.
We are here to say thank you to the High Court for giving that order to reinstate our majority leader, who was removed from the office by, let me call them, few cartels who had personal interest, and it was not illegally done. Those people corrected some few signatures, and they make communication that there was a meeting that was held somewhere, of which, being an elected member of the UDA party, I was not informed there is a meeting.
Residents from Webuye West in Bungoma County held a peaceful protest to the Webuye police station after a key suspect escaped from custody, expressing concerns about their safety. However, the police chief at the station assured the residents that the suspect would be apprehended and legal action would be taken against any officer involved.
Kuanzia tarehe 12 tulishika wahalifu, tukaita serikali ikawapokea. Sasa tunasikitika kuwa wahalifu wametoroka, mkuu ametoroka police station. Tunashangaa anaweza toroka aje police station. Sisi tunasema kama wakazi wa Webuye West watusaidie, kama CS Kindiki atusaidie kuwa security yetu iko chini, polisi wetu hawafanyi kazi.
Kama kuna ofisa alihusika kwa namna moja ama nyingine, ataadhibiwa kwa makosa yake. Na wahakikishia hiyo. Ule mtu yeyote alihusika, polisi yeyote ule alihusika, kama alihusika, ataenda na makosa yake.
Right. People with disabilities have continued to raise concerns over their inclusion in elective and appointive jobs, both in the public and private sector. Hafid Maalim, who is the chairperson for people with disabilities in northeastern Kenya, has called on the government to make sure that it implements the 5% inclusion policy of people with disabilities in employment. In his role for championing for the well-being of PWDs, Maalim says adhering to the 5% inclusion policy will help many qualified PWDs, and in return, the PWD community will be able to empower each other.
President, I have gone around the country to talk to the disability on the ground so that the 5% appointee of the public bodies should be taken seriously, and policies on the parliament should be considered. We have been with you since last election. We still believe on you, and we still have hopes that you are taking care of us so that we are at par with this, like any other Kenyans. We cannot compete like others on the ground, especially the education sector, the bursaries, the health sector, the employment sector. Also, people as Kenyans taking care of their bills and so forth. not begging other Kenyans on the disabled, even the health sector and so forth.
Now, stakeholders in the welding sector have urged the government to provide necessary resources at the technical, vocational and educational training institutes to help nurture skills and enhance growth in the sector at an international welders job fair held at the KICC here in Nairobi. In addition, the stakeholders have raised some of the challenges faced by welders in their expertise.
The challenge is actually the knowledge. It's the biggest challenge, because the knowledge is not existing. Then you have a quality challenge. And when the quality is not met, of course, then it comes to dangerous accidents and all the things, and that needs to be prevented. And therefore, we have a standard. And in Kenya, to be honest and frank, there is no standard existing. Many people consider themselves as a welder. So that means they know welding, or at least they know the basics. Or I would say they sometimes, unfortunately, don't even know the basics. And that's what I have identified in companies. When I have been to companies, they even don't know how to set the welding machine correctly.
So we'd like to appeal to the government to assist us with financing of the guys, and more importantly also the youth fund. Your youth fund's core mandate is to help. Apart from helping with entrepreneurship for youth in Kenya, is to help them migrate. Core mandate of theirs.
Approximately 163 suspects believed to be involved in criminal activities have been arrested in Mombasa County while in hiding. The raid was conducted by a team from the National Police Service and Mombasa County reinforcement or enforcement officers following complaints from residents about the rise in theft and assaults. Furthermore, the residents have called on security forces in the area to enhance security by conducting both day and night patrols to restore peace in Mombasa.
Nataka kuambia IG kwamba transfer all the security officers in Mombasa County, kwa sababu inaonekana wamezembea. Wanasema wanakamata watu, lakini bado uhuni ule, ugaidi ule wa mapanga na marungu unaendelea hapa Mombasa.
Naomba yani mapolisi wazidishe bidii kuweka ulinzi hasa mitaani hapa mitaani.
That happened within Mombasa town of boys using bangers and speeding off of using boda. And I said we have taken an action. Last Friday we had a security meeting here with my team, and then we organized how we are going to raid these boys with intention to flush up all the criminal gangs within the CBD. Problem that we have in Mombasa, which is challenging us, it is the increase of the street families. They talk with the county government, because you see these guys, they come to the town when they are young. They grow into the street, and then now they become boys. They start now mugging, stealing from the people.
And back to the capital. Women in Komarok Ward in Bakassi are calling for action after nominated MCA Joy Muthoni was assaulted while inspecting a water project she had initiated in the Jada area, Komarok. They claim that attack was carried out by Ward Representative Chris Wanjohi. Joy Muthoni says she reported the incident after the attack, but no action has been taken. Muthoni claims to be nursing injuries and now fears for her life. Chris Wanjohi, on his part, has defended himself, stating that he will cooperate with the police in their investigations.
I've not gone to work. I've not left this house apart from going to police station and Mama Lucy Hospital for checkup. That alone is making me worried every now and then, because I'm staying at my place. Every now and then when I'm leaving the house, I have to live with a group of people for my own security.
Utapiga kiongozi wa mama aje kwa sababu ya maendeleo. Vita ile mzuri, kama unaona anafanya maendeleo, kwa nini wewe usifanye zaidi yake? Hiyo vita hatutaki.
Naomba serikali yetu